Well, they pulled another rabbit out of a hat this week on Monday Night Raw with that whole Wyatt 6 thing. Link down below, as always, in the description box to credit where I'm getting my information from, which is from WWE.com. Opening up the show, we had Michael Cole, who was saying that Pat McAfee wasn't going to be by his side. There was a real-life emergency that he had to attend to, so instead we had The Miz on commentary for about the first hour, and then he left, and Michael Cole was left to his own. And I wish I could have been there. I'm not saying it would have been good. I'm not saying that would have been a smart business decision, but a guy can dream. You know what I mean? So there you have it. Drew McIntyre enters the ring, recounting CM Punk's SmackDown attack that left him a bloody mess. How he took Punk's bracelet, which was made for him by a fan. Helps if I could speak properly. And it's got the name Larry and AJ on it so that he's got a piece of his family with him whenever he's in the ring. Well, now he took that. Wouldn't it be funny if he qualifies for the Money in the Bank and somehow Punk costs him again, either the cash-in or even getting the briefcase to begin with? Chad Gable enters the arena by limo with some shades, and in the background showed a truck, you know, like the production truck, and it had Alexa Bliss on it, explicitly showing her gothic look that she used to have when she was with Bray Wyatt. Just kind of throwing that out there. Does it mean anything? I don't know. No idea. Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiserbund. The crowd loves Breaker, despite the fact that he's really acting like a heel. Or is he? Is he a tween? I don't know. I think that's what it's called when it's like between being a, a heel and a face. But then Sheamus interrupted the match when Kaiserbund went for the kill, and Sheamus gave him a good old knee upside the noggin. And then Breaker got pissed off and said, well, you could take a look here if you wanted. You probably already watched the show anyways. So, it is what it is. I wish they would have waited until, he would have waited until after the match, but whatever. So this was kind of funny. I usually don't want to talk about it. Backstage, Kelly, or whatever, said hello to someone. But this is a bit funny because backstage we had the Judgment Day. They were chatting about the gifts that they got from Liv Morgan, which include a PS5, a TV, a copy of, 2K25, 24, wrestling. My goodness. And I'm thinking, like they really need the money to buy that. They're rolling in all that money from all them t-shirts they were selling with R-Truth. So Liv sent something to Dom on the phone that all had their eyes going, oh. Kind of like that. I don't know what it was, but we could take a guess what it was. Take a guess. I'm just not going to say it on this channel. It ain't Pornhub. You know what I mean? I can't help but think that that's what's going on. Backstage, Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn. Little chit-chat with Adam Pearce. Money in the Bank. Sami, and I love this, tells Breaker, name the place, the time you're on, you want an Intercontinental Championship title match. And that's where Pearce was there, and Sami said, Money in the Bank, mano a mano. Going for the title, that is going to be awesome. I don't know who I want to win the match. I could talk about that in another video. I think I'll be happy either which way because Braun Breaker is the real deal, as is Sami Zayn. He dethroned the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time. That's a big accolade to have under your belt. Kyrie, Lyra, Shayna. Money in the Bank qualifier. Lyra picked up the win. Was kind of hoping it'd be Shayna. Whatever. It's not that bad. It's pretty decent. It was a pretty cool match. Like I said, I'm not really here to start nitpicking. Well, she looked a bit awkward. He stepped funny. He slipped on the ropes. Unless there's something obvious, like I said, I'm kind of done over analytically analyzing the matches. It was fine. Liv Morgan in-ring promo, then Zelina Vega came out wanting a title shot. Dom comes out, pretends not to be into Liv. Liv attacks Zelina. Then Ray comes out. Dominic pushed his, I almost said his son, father on the ground. Why would Liv keep chasing when she's not wanted? I'm just saying, like, put the shoe on the other foot. Put the panty. No, don't. It would be really creepy. But when it's Liv, it's like, well, you know, he's playing hard to get. But if it was Dom chasing her, it would be considered really creepy. I don't know. Like, I am enjoying the story for what it is. I legitimately am. I just think they should have Dom show a little bit more temptation. That's just me. I'm not a writer. As for Zelina Vega, I think she's actually pretty good on the mic. Pretty decent, like being like a manager, being a cheerleader for the team. It sounds rude. But she really is kind of like the Rey Mysterio of the women's division. Tiny, short, and that shouldn't let her not have her moment, honestly. So I don't see anything wrong with her having a title match. I mean, sometimes I do, only as a joke, and I know it sounds bad because I'm being that guy. But then I'll look at like Rhea Ripley or Charlotte Flair or Nia Jax, and then I look at Zelina, and I'm just like, man, girl, you can get squashed like a grape. And so that's, and I know it sounds bad, but then it's that whole like Batista Rey Mysterio thing again, and I'm trying not to judge based on size. You know what I mean? Does size matter? Okay. Long and thin gets it in. Short and thick does the trick. Okay, that's enough of that. So yeah, moving on. Moving on. That was really cringy. Backstage, Liv goes on thinking Dom wants her. Kinda. R-Truth came out thinking Liv was Carmella and grants Finn and JD a tag team title match. It was actually it's pretty good stuff. I just love Truth so much. Braun Strowman versus Zombie Chad versus Bronson Reed. And Chad picks up the win because, you know, the Judgment Day came out to attack as triple threat matches. Yeah, they don't have any rules, so they can do that. But then the lights went out. Afterwards, Nikki Cross, Nikki, that's her name, Sister Abigail, whatever, came out. Helps if I know the name of the people. It was on the tip of my tongue. Now it's gone. She came out and then she ended up scaring Chad out of the ring and then giving a box to Michael Cole, which ended up being a tape. Oh yeah. 2 security officials were taken out. Pretty wild stuff. Backstage, Otis tells Chad we're done because Chad Gable seems to have had a change of heart. This is why I'm mentioning it, because the backstage stuff usually I don't want to get into. And Maxine Dupree said that she feels for Chad. Put her hand on his arm. He seemed to get a little excited. And she's glad that he's okay, but ultimately he's on his own. And the Creed brothers showed up with, what's her face? The Pitbull. The girl. I forget her name. But they were together. Haven't seen them together in a long time. As a matter of fact, I don't recall seeing them, period, in a long time. The WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Alba Fire and Isla Dawn defeated Katana Chance and Caden Carter. This is actually a good match. I know I'm not supposed to review the match itself. Then again, I could do what the hell I want, because I was very critical of the two of them. It's pretty good. Pretty decent. I enjoyed it. And post-match, Damage Control came out. Got a little goosey. That happens. And then backstage, Liv was with Finn in the clubhouse. Priest walks in, telling Priest about... Finn told Priest, hey, cool it. It's all good. She got us a tag team match against, you know, Awesome Truth. And Priest was like, kind of thing. And then The Miz runs into Truth, finally catches up to him. And Miz says, I don't care about the Liv and Dom love affair. This is about me and you. And of course, in typical R-Truth fashion, and it was golden. Truth says, dog, I love you as a friend. Only. Walks away. That was a terrible R-Truth impression. But the shit was just funny. It's funny when it's with R-Truth. It's not funny when it's with me. Priest and ring to address the Seth Rollins match at Money in the Bank. Seth, of course, comes out. Seth wants, if he wins the title, for Priest to leave the Judgment Day. But on the flip side, if Seth Rollins loses, he's not allowed to challenge for the title so long as Priest is the champion. Then Gunther comes out. Oh, yeah, you guys are doing pretty good. Just remember, SummerSlam, it's my turn. Because he gets a crack at whoever's champ at SummerSlam. So the VHS tape. The whole thing is played here. This is cinema. Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas's alter ego, like The Fiend was to Bray Wyatt. Taylor Rotunda, whatever you want to call him. I say Bo Dallas because most people remember him as Bo Dallas. Right? I don't know. Well, it even says there you go. The WWE called him Bo Dallas. Okay? Bo Dallas opened up to Uncle Howdy about his late brother, Bray Wyatt. There you effing have it. I'm done with the argument. It said it right there on the internet. It must be true. Okay? This was the highlight of the night. Telling you. Karrion Kross defeats Kofi Kingston. I love this. I want to see the boys glittered in gold someday. I really, really do. And then during the match, AOP were taking out Xavier Woods. However, Karrion Kross is a man of his word. Nobody was at ringside. Didn't say anything about out back. A man of his word. And then this. And then this. Awesome Truth versus Judgment Day. Lots of distractions. Strowman was chasing a few people around like Carlito. And Liv Morgan ended up distracting Truth, smacking him or pulling him down on the top rope. As a result, JD Klingon ahead, McNugget, and Grand Slam Finn are now tag champs. It's good from a story perspective, but I wanted Truth and Miz to have a much longer, reign. But you know what? It is what it is. Overall, I was entertained. I had a lot of fun. It doesn't matter if it's New Japan Pro. It doesn't matter if it's TNA, Impact, whatever those names are now. I don't care if it's AEW, WWE. I enjoy the shows for what they are. Some shows I may enjoy a little bit more from one week to the next, here and there, and it might kind of go like this. And it doesn't matter. To me, it's not a competition. Most people might think it's a competition. To me, it's not. It's like Coke and Pepsi, man. I drink, you know what I'm saying? I drink my Diet Pepsi. It's not a competition against Coke. They're going to have their people. This is my flavor. You pick yours. It's really not that big of a fucking deal. But a lot of people make it a big deal. They act all tribalistic. And I ain't about that. Enjoy what you enjoy. Okay? So, there you have it. Thumbs up as always. If you liked the video, it does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm and trying to make me a little bit more relevant in search results when people are looking shit up on the internet. You didn't like it? Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break it off in your ass with a solo Sakoan spike in the rectum. And for further clarification again, it is your thumb, not mine. You only wish. Take care, and maybe if I'm lucky, I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.